A woman is on her way to work, heading to a roadside gas station in the middle of nowhere. Her name is Melinda, and she works the night shift there. She is known for being friendly to everyone, even warning a customer who tries to smoke while pumping gas. Melinda is not alone. She works alongside another woman named Sheila. Because Melinda always gets the night shift, she often tries to strike up conversations with male customers. Unfortunately, most of them ignore her or act completely uninterested. It becomes clear that Melinda is deeply lonely. She is also obsessed with a police officer, secretly taking photos of him whenever she gets the chance. At the same time, she shows unusual behavior, like casually cleaning the men's restroom even when a customer clearly feels uncomfortable and asks her to leave. Still, she insists on staying until she eventually walks out. After finishing in the restroom, Sheila looks bored while waiting for her boyfriend to pick her up. Meanwhile, a car quietly pulls into the gas station, but no one pays much attention to it. Not long after, an elderly man arrives, repeatedly asking for Sheila. He is a regular customer and has brought a shoe sole as a gift for her. Instead of Sheila reacting, Melinda becomes strangely excited and claims the sole would not even fit Sheila because her own feet are bigger. The old man leaves looking disappointed, and even when Melinda tries to follow him and change her answer, he ignores her completely. Soon after, the man from the parked car steps out. He is wearing a fur vest and gives off an odd presence. Moments later, the police officer Melinda has been obsessing over arrives. His name is Liu, and he has just been promoted, now patrolling in a new car. Melinda is instantly thrilled to see him. While Sheila is busy helping the man in the fur vest find what he needs, Melinda wastes no time and boldly asks Liu to go out with her. However, Liu cannot accept because he is on duty. Left alone again, Melinda quietly watches his every move from a distance. She even secretly takes photos of him again, and this time Sheila notices. Sheila pressures her to show the gallery, but before anything escalates, Liu receives a report about a theft and has to leave immediately. After he is gone, Sheila begins mocking Melinda, unable to believe how desperate she has been acting.
You are so creepy.
Hurt and embarrassed, Melinda ends up crying alone behind the station. But everything suddenly takes a dark turn. The man in the fur vest returns, this time pulling out a weapon and threatening both of them. He demands money, explaining that he is being chased by a dangerous motorcycle gang who has been extorting him. And in that moment, the quiet night finally breaks. This is Burn. Sheila explains that she has no access to the safe, only the cash in the register. The robber accepts that and decides to take whatever's available. But suddenly, Melinda claims she can get all the money from the safe, leaving both Sheila and the robber completely surprised. While they are waiting, two customers arrive, a father and his child. They have no idea that the place is being held up. Sheila struggles because she has no change, forcing the customer to pay by card. At the same time, the child casually asks for directions, but it is clear she senses something is wrong. Sheila quickly writes a hidden message, hoping to signal for help and call the police. Unfortunately, Melinda steps in and takes the note before anything can happen. Just like that, their only chance for help disappears because of Melinda's strange behavior. Even more unsettling, she asks if she can go with the robber. He thinks she is joking at first, but his patience runs out, and he starts treating her roughly. Seeing this, Sheila snaps and insults him in a very personal way. That immediately triggers his anger. He orders Melinda to lock the store and hand over her phone without delay. Sheila is then dragged to the back room, where the situation turns deadly. Meanwhile, Melinda stays outside, listening to everything. She feels upset, wondering why everything always revolves around Sheila. In a desperate moment, hot coffee is thrown at the robber, but it backfires.
In the fucking bathroom!
The sudden reaction causes him to fire his weapon, and Sheila is shot. Shockingly, Melinda shows almost no emotion. She calmly cleans the blood and even takes care of Sheila's body. By this point, the robber is no longer in control. He is restrained tightly to a chair, unable to move. The robber begins to regret everything, realizing things have gone far beyond what he intended. He never planned to kill anyone. He only wanted the money. But Melinda keeps talking about her disappointment, especially because he refused to take her with him. She is even more upset after hearing Sheila's final screams. Her behavior becomes more disturbing. A customer is completely ignored, as if nothing else matters anymore. Melinda is focused on something else entirely. She then gives the robber some kind of drug. It is unclear what it is, but his heart starts racing almost immediately. Taking advantage of the situation, Melinda moves forward with her own twisted intentions, even covering his eyes. She becomes increasingly excited, especially after giving him such a strong substance. But it only lasts a few minutes. The overwhelming effect becomes too much, and the robber suddenly collapses and loses consciousness. After that, Melinda plans to escape with all the money. However, a customer is still waiting, so she casually decides to serve him first. When he questions why the hot coffee is already gone, she stays completely silent. In the end, the customer is forced to leave without getting any proper answer. Not long after, Sheila's boyfriend Perry arrives at the gas station. He had planned to pick her up that night, but something already feels off. Sheila has not answered any of his calls. When he tries calling again, he hears the phone vibrating inside the store. That immediately confuses him, since Sheila is the type of person who never lets her phone out of reach. Without hesitation, Melinda tells him that Sheila just left with a man wearing a fur vest. Of course, she is referring to the robber. The lie works and Perry rushes off, heading toward a nearby hotel to find her. As time passes, Melinda decides to bury Sheila's body in the backyard. Just as she begins moving it, a group of intimidating bikers suddenly arrives. They are searching for a man in a fur vest, clearly the same robber. Melinda calmly tells them she has not seen anyone and claims the store is about to close. The excuse does not make sense since the station is open 24 hours. Realizing she is cornered, she pulls out a gun. The bikers immediately point their weapons back at her, but their leader stops the situation, mentioning the presence of CCTV cameras. They decide to leave for now, planning to return soon. Once they are gone, Melinda tries to destroy the CCTV recorder, but she fails. After taking a moment to think, she comes up with a new plan. She quickly grabs 2 fuel containers and fills them with gasoline. It becomes clear that she is preparing to erase all the evidence. At that exact moment, Leo arrives. He explains that he received a report about a stolen car heading into this area. He grows suspicious when he sees the stolen vehicle still parked outside, with the keys left inside. Lou immediately asks to check the CCTV footage. Melinda insists that only the store owner can access it, so Lou calls the owner directly. The owner says he will arrive in about 45 minutes. Trying to control the situation, Melinda mentions that a suspicious man was asking about a woman who just went to a nearby hotel. Once again, she is referring to Perry, using him as a distraction to shift attention away from herself. Before leaving, Lou asks to quickly look around the place. He checks the rooms one by one, including the restrooms and the storage area. However, he only takes a brief look and finds nothing unusual, then leaves. But the moment Melinda opens the back room, she realizes something shocking. The robber is gone. Somehow he managed to escape without leaving any clear trace, which explains why Lou did not suspect anything. With the robber now missing, Melinda moves forward with her plan. She starts pouring gasoline throughout the store, racing against time. Just after finishing, she begins to hear strange noises coming from the back room. The sudden shock makes her drop her gun into the spilled fuel, and moments later, the entire power goes out without warning. Melinda tries to escape the store, but the automatic locks have already been activated. Inside, the robber is moving around, searching for her. In a desperate move, Melinda steps out and reveals herself, holding a lighter and threatening to burn everything down. At the same time, Perry returns to the gas station. He is growing suspicious, especially since Sheila is still nowhere to be found. His arrival distracts Melinda for a moment, giving the robber the chance to break free. The robber immediately approaches Perry and claims that Melinda is unstable, even revealing that a worker has been killed in the back room. This only fuels Perry's anger toward her, but things take a darker turn almost instantly. The robber uses the situation to his advantage and kills Perry, taking his car as a means to escape.
Shot Sheila. Stop it. You can have it and you just leave. Stop.
Left with no other option, Melinda calls Lou. Just when it seems like it might be over, the robber suddenly comes back, crashing into the store. He is not satisfied knowing Melinda is still alive. Even then, Melinda tells him to leave, since the police are already on their way. The warning means nothing to him. He grabs a gun that had fallen earlier and fires at Melinda.
Not after what you did.
Against all odds, she survives. Even though she is caught in the flames for a moment, she manages to escape the burning store. Right then, Lou arrives at the scene. From what he sees, Melinda appears to be a victim of a violent attack. The burns on her legs make it even more convincing. And in the end, that is all that matters to her. For the first time, someone truly seems to care about her. Because of that, Melinda walks away free from all suspicion. So the moral of the story is, if you feel lonely at work, maybe just get a hobby instead of accidentally helping a robbery, ruining every rescue plan, and still somehow winning at life.